Topic number three, Riley, the Butcher Davis. Hit me with it.
All right, Carter, remember back when you were a Kendrick Lamar fan in the early 2010s?
Yeah.
You remember on Good Kid, Mad City when he has that clip of his dad saying, "Does somebody order Dominoes?"
Yes.
So this segment is called Dominoes. It actually comes to us from Sully on the Discord, where he wanted me to do this. I've been doing the Q&A week on Riley every day, where he wanted me to predict what coaching dominoes will fall this upcoming offseason, like a year in advance, or let's say, what is it, 9, 10 months in advance. Of course, I think he's probably referencing last spring when the domino fell. Was it infield to SMU first?
I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
infield to SMU, then it was Must to USC,
Yeah. Just
Cal to
everything off.
Arkansas, Pope to Kentucky. Yeah, that domino. So let's thought I didn't want to do this by myself. I kind of wanted you to check me on some of it, but yeah, what dominoes do you think will fall in the coaching carousel 9 months from now?
So first of all, my big ass, I was thinking pizza immediately. So now I gotta refocus here. We're talking about Domino's, the game. See, the thing is, like, it needs to be set, like, in order for like the dominoes to truly fall, it needs to be set off by something that's kind of like drastic. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the USC job opening. I mean, it's still a good job, but like I feel like the next domino is gonna be like even bigger. Like maybe it's a retirement. You know what I'm saying? Like you never want to push something on somebody, but like given Bill Self's health concerns lately, like the first domino to fall might be the Kansas job becoming open.
Mm-hmm.
So
If Kansas and UNC both open this offseason, that's like my nightmare as a Carolina fan because I don't want any competition for the best coach. Like it would make if it opens and let's say I mean maybe Hubert saves his job and it's all moot, but if he doesn't, it's going to look pretty dumb that Carolina didn't move on from him this past March, I guess would have been when they lost in the tournament. And if Bill Self just decides the health concerns are too much. So, I mean, for this exercise, do we want to say both those jobs open up?
let's say both those jobs open up, yeah.
All right. So if Kansas opens up, who do you think they get?
Even they strike me as like higher within type program, but I want to say like you think they go after like a Brad Underwood?
I think they would aim higher than Underwood. I think they try their hand at getting Oates or Golden first.
Ooh, yeah, Oates. Actually, Oates is the pick. They would get
Oates feels like a really good fit there. So then who takes the Alabama job?
Eric Musselman.
I could see that. That actually, if USC has a good year,
I can
move
see
back.
it.
What
Yeah.
about, because I was trying to think, like, would Ole Miss to Alabama be too much of a lateral move if Chris Beard wanted it?
No, actually, I like that pick more than mine. I think Beard going to Ole Miss would make a lot of. Or sorry, Beard going to Alabama would make a lot of sense.
Can we do Beard to Alabama, then Must to Ole Miss?
Let's do that. Yeah, that'd be so fun. That's so must too to go to Ole Miss.
So then USC opens. I'm gonna throw them like Big West champ. Congrats, you're at USC now. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Or do you think USC aims a little higher?
I think no, that sounds about right.
Okay, we'll go. I mean, they got the Big Ten money though. Like maybe they do get higher than the. We'll put you know what? We don't have a USC audience yet. If USC fans tap into this and want to give us some respect, maybe we'll revisit it. But you get a Big West coach for now.
That honestly that works. Wait, so who's getting who's your coach, Riley?
Uh, okay. Candidates here. I mean, I think Carolina would make a push for Golden and Oates. I
Mhm.
don't know. I think they might make a push for Dusty May. My fear would be, are you able to poach those guys from football schools? Like, because I think there's a chance. Like looking at Alabama's roster, I don't think their NIL budget was great. You got like I'm sure Phylon cost a pretty penny, but beyond him, the biggest offseason additions were Jaleel Bethea, Taylor Bowen, and Noah Williamson. I don't think any of those guys were high price tag type guys. To where I wonder if Oates that could be the sell for Kansas is like you're getting an unlimited bag for your roster pretty much, and maybe he leaves for that. But Alabama with that football money could double down and say like, hey, we'll increase your salary or whatever. But that's where with like Carolina, it's the same thing that I would say toward Kansas. If you're trying to get Golden, even if Carolina has the $15 million budget to play with, I think some of these football schools can just increase their salary based on their coach's salary based on the revenue that comes in. To me, there's two logical choices. One feels a lot more realistic than the other.
Go ahead and talk to me. What is it?
Okay, the unrealistic one is Dan Hurley, where it's like, let's say,
Oh, you're so greedy. Oh,
let me
you're
be a
so
little, let
greedy.
me be a little greedy to at least make my case. I said it's
Okay.
unrealistic,
Okay.
but so let's say UConn doesn't win it all this year. Now you're 2 years removed from a title. Maybe it's a little easier to leave. And what if Hurley sees that the UNC to SEC money, what's the word I'm looking for? The money that's coming in,
The revenue?
those SEC pocketbooks coming in,
Mm,
and another wrinkle, his twin, Bobby Hurley. I don't know if they're twins, but
they
for this,
actually are not twins.
they're definitely they're twins in my mind. For his twin, Bobby Hurley, the best way to spite him, why don't you go coach? Why don't you go coach your twin's rival?
Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world.
Not gonna happen, but I at least want to throw it out. One that feels realistic would be Tommy Lloyd. I just think he'd be a perfect fit, stylistically at UNC.
I'd say that's a home run hire for y'all. Not to be honest, like to be honest, I'm a Tommy Lloyd guy. I think that'd be great.
I think he plays like a modernized Roy Williams style. Obviously, he's heavily influenced by Mark Few, who was influenced by Roy Williams. He coached Caleb Love. There's a connection there. His former assistant, Steve Robinson, who just retired, coached under Roy for decades. Maybe not decades, but we're rounding up here. Carry the
Decades is crazy.
um, so yeah, to me, Tommy feels like the a perfect fit in Chapel Hill, and I think he would win a national championship at UNC. So I would be over the moon with that. We can go with that for this exercise if you want.
Let's go. Let's go with that for this exercise.
All right. So Hurley stays home.
Yeah.
Hurley stays put. But so then who takes over at Arizona?
Sometimes you just got to go back and go to the well. I think they do. Do they hire Sean Miller? No, actually, for some reason, and I have absolutely no inklings or connections on this whatsoever. Why do I feel like someone's gonna hire Wes Miller just because he's Wes Miller?
I think Wes Miller's axed.
And
I
then
don't.
and then Arizona hires him.
Arizona's too good for that.
Honestly, I would love Musselman in Arizona if he wasn't at Ole Miss.
Yeah, I would like if we had it already moved him back to the SEC at Ole Miss. I'm looking so Arizona. I'm trying to think, could they go? Is there another Gonzaga assistant they could get, or is there another? Let's
Hmm,
see. Is there
I thought I know off top. Okay, actually, what about this? Hear me out here. Danny Sprinkle actually does well at Washington.
and moves? Do you think he'd leave the Big Ten though?
Yes. For Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay.
I
I'm
think so.
trying to. Is there any AC? Like Will Wade doesn't feel like an Arizona guy to me.
Mm-mm.
Any ACC guys like Andy Enfield's not good enough to get it. There's like no one that he could poach from the ACC that's really worth anything.
Honestly, it gets kind of bare after that. They're gonna have to take a swing at somebody like from a lower level school they feel good
Oh,
about.
here's a question. Could he go? Could they go poach Kevin Young from BYU?
I don't think they got enough money.
Hmm.
But I don't know though. That's I don't know.
Could they poach TJ Otzelberger?
I think they could get odds. Yeah, maybe that's the pull.
Ooh, or could they poach Grant McCasland?
They would. I don't know if they got enough money. That they be going head to head. I don't know. McCaslin's leaving Texas.
Yeah. All right, then let's go Otz. Otz is at Arizona.
Out to Arizona. That feels now everything just keep and you know what? This is where the dominoes end because Iowa State is going to hire someone that we don't know about.
Yes, correct.
And he will have muscles and he will be really good and he'll eventually have another job when we do this segment, Dominoes Part 2 in 10 years if Sleepers is still around. Riley, thank you for bringing me along on that journey. I enjoyed that exercise.